it cool, I'm a koozie. It should be illegal to look this good, but get it, you'll have to sue me. I must have never do things by the book. You looking straight at a movie. Ooh, baby, you good and boozy. Ice in the coffee when they boil out of pot. My girl says she got me cause I spoil her latte. Spoiler alert, I'ma tell you how it end. First I pass on my lap and we go round and round again. Like the wheels on the Benz, wheels up, gone again. I'm going with the wind, I don't play pretend. I ain't touched the ground in a while now. I just glide around, I keep it cool, I'm a koozie. It should be illegal to look this good, but get it, you'll have to sue me. I must have never do things by the book. You looking straight at a movie. Ooh, baby, you good and boozy. I don't do this often, but I think you're awesome. And I gotta take precautions, cause I get turned down and turn up again. I don't want problems, but I'm riding shotgun on the way to the bottom. And we get turned down and we turn up again. Must be the way she looking at me. Must be the way that she moves. Must be the way she wants it badly. Must be one of her moves. Must be the way she aims it at me like I'm bulletproof. I keep it cool, I'm a koozie. It should be illegal to look this good, but get it, you'll have to sue me. I must have never do things by the book. You looking straight at a movie. Ooh, baby, you good and boozy.
I'm here. You know, some days there are signs. There are signs when you wake up that it's going to be a day. And I don't mean bad things like wrong side of the bed, because you can fix those. Like, you really can. You can fix, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. It's just about making a shift, right? But there are signs where you're looking at your schedule for the day and your to-do list, and the way the day starts, you're like, it's going to be, I like it. It's going to be a day. And this is one of those moments where I would be nothing without, to mention one person among many others, but Chris Taylor. So Chris Taylor handled everything on the page today while I was accomplishing other things. So if you appreciate Chris and you love what he does for us, you have a chance. Many of you have already done it. For those of you who have, appreciate you so much. For those of you who haven't and can't, that's okay too. But for those of you who maybe don't know about it yet, I want you to just be informed, because it goes till 11 o'clock tonight. I may extend it till midnight, to be fair. But I probably should stick to the 11 o'clock. That's all right. We probably should, to be fair to everyone else. 11 o'clock. If anyone wants to donate after that, that's cool. But we have all these things we're giving away. A supplies kit, a Zenith blaster, a vintage, $20 credit, gold pack, a 2021 Donner set, box, a blazing box cutter and keychain, a beanie, a hat, a sweatshirt, and these are all given away separately. You know, there's some package deals. A mug, a super box of 2023 Top Series 1, a soccer box, illumination box, an optic box, the 24-pack retail, and a basketball box. A little something there for everyone. It's $5 a spot. It's a donation. And don't send it to me. It goes right over to his son, who's getting his life started with his girlfriend. We want to show our love to him and our love to Chris, as he always takes care of me and my family and our family here at Blazin'. So if you have a minute, if you've already done it, that's awesome. If you haven't had a chance yet, go ahead and do it. Kibler's picking his own. You have had a six-pack in. So I got to start ripping, because I have about 25 minutes till I have to roll. So let's see if we can do this without rushing too much. Seth, I couldn't tell you what number I'm on, because to be perfectly honest, I've been stopping in the middle of literally running around. I did get the shower. It was like, I want to say, I'm a long shower. And not because it, like when I was a teenager, but I just like to enjoy a nice warm shower. It's like my moment to gather my thoughts. If I'm being perfectly honest, sometimes Jason Upchurch sends me, he's like me, he'll send a lot of voice messages, and I'll save them, and I'll hop in the shower, and I'll just listen to Jason Upchurch's voice messages while I shower. That may be weird. It doesn't do anything for me, physically, but it's like a good time to like get my thoughts together. What's up, Johnny? How are you, man? Good luck to everyone in this. So anyhow, back to it. Just here for the hits, Mazars. That's cool too. This is how my day started out. Is anyone in here a Fortnite player? If you're a Fortnite player, just be like, yep. Let me know. I want to hear. I'll wait to tell my story. We'll go through this box, and then I'll share how my... it was a weird intro. But dude, would you expect anything less from me on a Friday night in the heart of fantasy football season, Mazars? Tell me, just hit me up in the comments while I go through this box. Tell me if you're a Fortnite fan, the game Fortnite, and then I will let you know where we're at. Matt Mazar said nope. Herrera, Salvador Perez. There's a Robert Prism. Cabrian Hayes, X-Fractor. Fortnite Crypto, is that worth anything? I didn't even know that existed. Brett Beatty, Austin Hayes, Cabrera, Pete Alonso, Wilson Contreras, X-Fractor. Has he done? Dude, I will talk about it then. There's a J-Rod, Oswaldo Cabrera, X-Fractor, Jose Miranda, X-Fractor, Groshans, Volpe, there's a Volpe rookie, Corbin Carroll rookie. There's a Taylor Ward X-Fractor. I like these megas. They're like the exclusives are cool. Bryce Harper for the Phils. He had a cool bat. So when the Phillies played the Nationals, this is me. I know I have to hurry, but I want to tell you guys something. When the Phillies played the Nationals in that, like whatever they call it when the Little League World Series is going on, that's literally 25 minutes away from me. I'm not joking. Like it's in our back. We've been to that stadium, and they used all those cool bats. Kyle Stowers. That was like I can't go to that game. It's for Little League participants, their families, their coaches. It's so cool they do that. I know there's people that try to get into that and stuff. I like that's a cool thing for them. I know a lot of people go to try to get autographs outside and stuff. But I thought it was so cool that it was the Phillies and the Nats, two closer teams. Jake McCarthy, X-Fractor. I gotta read that in a minute. Mazars, I gotta process what you just said. Reese Hoskins and Starling Marte. So I want to just talk about these megas real quick. Last night we opened a mega. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of our megas or of our X-Fractors were non-rookies. Last night I think 8 of our 10 X-Fractors were rookies. Tonight it was just 2 of them. And that's what I was saying earlier this week with these megas. They're very cool. And we've had boxes that we've had an autograph and a numbered card. And we've had boxes where we've had no numbered, no autograph, and only 2 rookie X-Fractors. I'm okay with that. I like the fact that they're spread out a little bit, these megas. I don't want to call them risky because like even reseller $100, right? It's not a bad play. If you want to open packs of cards, that's the way to do it. Especially when the hobby boxes are up to like $225. The next one's full. I'll try to random it before our dynasty draft. So Chris, I don't know if you're in that chat still. So we have a big dynasty salary cap auction draft tonight. There's a few of my local friends and a few Blazers in it. Chris Taylor was in it last year. He forgo. He gave up his spot to Dougie to let Dougie in this year. But like Jason Upchurch is in it. Jonathan Thomas is in it. Chris Vogt. You might not know a lot of these guys. Chris Vogt, Brandon Bourne is in it. So these are guys that used to come around a lot. But we started it. I think this is our 5th year of it. So it's a pretty cool league. And it's an auction league. But it's also a keeper league, and you get a $200 budget. You can keep up to $100 in your players, but they go up $5 every year. It's my favorite league. It's so cool. It's been 3 years, so this is our 4th year. All right, so it's called Brick is the name of Fortnite. Dude, have you checked it lately? It's got to be worth something. Mazar, are you going to be around for that break at midnight? Or not at midnight. For midnight, Mike. It'll probably be close to midnight. Both football breaks will be. It's hard. Oh, Steven, I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. So let me tell you how my day started. So both my sons go to school this year. One's in kindergarten, one's in third grade. And so this year, it's if they get up in the morning, they brush their teeth, they get dressed, they get around all 5 days. My youngest son gets to pick a toy. He's really into Turtles toys. We've been ordering like old school ones loose, like the old ones I had when I was a kid. He likes them. So he's trying to collect like every Turtles figure. And my oldest wants V-Bucks right now, for now. So for those of you who don't know, they do like chapters and seasons. So every year there's a new chapter or season, one or the other. And then there's every quarter they put out a new update. Well, today was the 4th update. And my son has been just waiting and waiting and waiting. And all week, it's all he talks about. And I love it because it's the one thing, I've talked about this before with you guys, it's the one thing I can bond with my son. Like, I don't love video games. I'm not a gamer. I love Tecmo Bowl and NES. I love, like, Blades of Steel. I'm a Pac-Man person. I like arcade games where you have a gun, like Area 51, things like that. I like car games, like Cruising US. Like, that's my kind of thing, an old Nintendo. So I'll tell you what happened after this stack right here. This is how my day went. Montero, Alcantara with the purple. Alcantara, that is going to be a prism there too. Castellanos, Matt Brash. Fulmer with the purple. Brooks Robinson, there's a Rojas purple. Now remember, they are exclusive to the update. AJ Pullock purple. Tyler, you know what? We need those days. But like, how do we do that the other way? Like, because I'm sure there's things she doesn't understand about you. I had this conversation. I actually did sit down at one point today and had a lunch date with one of my friends, and him and I were talking about like perspectives for in couples, and how do you like make sure you see each other's perspectives. It was the one sit down moment of my day. I was gonna get to that. It will be a late night conversation, but like, it sounds like you and your wife have a fantastic relationship, and that's so cool. But how do you do that without blaming each other? Like, you don't know where I'm coming from. You don't do what I do. But it's good for us to do that, though. Step in the other person's shoes. And there's a Bobby Witt. That's not Kirby Puckett. And a Torkelson purple there for the Tigers. You know, that's not even just in relationships. That's good in life. Like, whether it be socioeconomic. There's a nice Otani. That's such a sad situation. But I will say this: the Otani thing, he doesn't strike me as the kind of guy that will care if he makes 400 million, 200 million, or 600 million. He just wants to play the game. He genuinely strikes me as that kind of guy. Like, I could be wrong. I'm sure he cares about the money a little bit. Like, he wants to get paid, but he seems like the kind of guy that just wants to be playing ball till the day he dies. You know what I mean? Like, we see the money. We see the fandom, but he's not like, oh, I lost 200 million. Oh, now I'm not going to get a big contract. For me, I feel like he's like, man, how much did you pay for it, Kib? I almost called you Kib. You know me well enough to know what I called your son Kibs my whole life. He's in Steven, Alex is in our draft tonight. He's actually in our Dynasty League tonight. And I think that's a culture thing, Brantley. I really do. It's a respect thing. We don't, without getting too into it, we don't have that same level of respect for things. We're about popularity, likes, dollars. You know, it's just the culture we're raised in, and we accept it and we go with it. That's funny, Steven. I can call you Kibbs Sr., but I can't call him Kibbs Jr. I never got to tell you about how my day got started. And this is pretty much how the day went. Every time I went to do something else came up. Well, we're glad you're here with us, Kibbs Sr. Do you talk to Alex? Out of 125, never guaranteed, but always appreciated for the Oakland Athletics. Aaron King, bringing new people into the group. We don't promote. We've never done any promotions. We've never done like invite 5 friends and get a free thing. we believe in doing the right thing. And if you want to bring people into our world, that's great. Aaron King did that today, and we love you for it. And look what the karma brought you. The Karma Police brought you a Elvis Andrus autograph out of 125. 49 out of 125. Aaron, we always love. And Aaron shares with me he gets in a lot of break groups, but he loves ours. I'm all about that, man. You got to find a group that suits you. It could be multiple groups. The only thing I ask you guys not to do is get into a group just because you're so desperate for a break. Cateau there. So desperate for a break, and you get into a group, and I've seen this happen so much. Shane Baz, rookie purple. And guys are like, man, I got into this break late night one night. Now they never sent me their cards. What do I do? I'm like, that's not my world, man. I don't like to say that. Like, I'll give advice, but I'm like, man, this is what the advice I can give you. There's a J-Rod. Is don't ever get into a group you don't know just because you're that desperate for a break. Ramos purple. Pepio? I don't know. I definitely messed that up. Here's another thing I appreciate. There's a Royce Lewis. We're getting a ton of purple rookies on this stack. Corey Seager. There's a Romero. There's a Mike Schmidt. Love this Schmidt. That was my dad's favorite player. Pujols purple. There's a Kryzan for the Giants. MJ Melendez, rookie, and Hasley. That's awesome, Steven. I'm glad. I don't get to talk to him near as much as I'd like to. You know him well enough to know he kind of keeps to himself a bit, but I wish he'd reach out more. Love that dude. Love Kibbs. He's in my phone still to this day as Kibbles and Bits. Yeah, and we try not to be we try to, like, if we're going to promote something, try to, like, give you something with it, I hate minis because I feel like they're desperate, but there are times where Chris has had this talk with me a lot. Some others have too, is they like minis because they can't always afford a spot, but they can afford a mini spot. And the reason I don't like minis is I never like to see someone, I understand that sometimes you go hitless. We try to do breaks where everyone gets cards. But I don't like where, the thing where someone gets nothing at all. When you buy a pack of cards, you might buy a shitty pack, but you get cards. That's why I don't like breaking just Panini 1. You know what I mean? I don't like breaking, you see us often, we don't do a lot of NT and Flawless. Next week, in case comes out, I'll do it in mixers. We couldn't do it for a while there, and that's what I hated. I mean, when Optic was $900 a box, it was very difficult to do anything more than a box. It was like, here's $28 a spot for a box of Optic. Now, most people got a card in that. I gotta tell you, for the record, this right now is selling higher than Topps Chrome. It blows my mind. I get it, because if you gave me a box and this whole stack to pick, to open, as a collector, it's not even close. Give me this one. Very close is Topps Chrome Platinum. But being a fan of Panini and Donruss, so Tyler, the reason we started using it more than anything, and you see, is to promote, hey, we've done it a lot during fantasy football season. Hey, everyone. We're giving away a fantasy spot with this because I was getting so many messages like, hey, I missed that. I really want to win a fantasy spot. How do I get one? So you've seen us use it more for that. The other reason, and I never have been a fan, and again, we can only use it once a day, each person. And so Chris and I have been using it once a day each. Not always, not every day. But the other one is that people are telling me they're not getting notifications, but they get our @everyone tag. So we've had a few guys pop back into our breaks that haven't been in or don't get in always because they're like, I don't see it, but I get that tag. But I will ask you this, and I was going to say this earlier, like, I always appreciate information, advice, tips. Like just yesterday, Kevin Kelly said, hey, you mentioned a player, he's actually on the Mets, not the Yankees, you said the Yankees. That's awesome. Or if you're like, hey, I've noticed you using the @everyone tag a lot. I've always appreciated that you didn't. You can tell me that, and let's have a conversation. This group, the rules of this group, everything in this group was built by you guys. De Los Santos. It really was. It was built by you guys. There's a Pages and a Ryan Sandberg. So if you don't communicate, how am I going to know, you know? Ooh, we got an auto coming up. Luis Angel Acuna for the Rangers. The Lone Rangers. Rangers going out to Michael Barrett. He was in a football break the other day. He got lost. You bought one? Are you just saying that? You're going to have him confirm. Oh, I better check my messenger. Because I don't know that Doug would do that without permission. But I know he loves you. So we'll see. Away football prices are going. I'm looking like a genius buying all those clearly hobbies. Aaron, what did I tell you? Didn't I tell you hang tight? I told you that, right? I said hang tight. Yeah, he's giving them away tonight, man. You got to get into those. And honestly, he's probably going to include the first break that we're doing because it's going to be about a shot contest. And again, you don't always have to take shots. We're not trying to create raging alcoholics. But you do have to be a part of the moment. Jackson Churio for the Brewers, rated prospect with the Statue of Liberty. That's nice. Robert Hassel out of 2023. I'm going to actually top load that one. I always go through more supplies with Panini than I do with Topps because it just seems like there's more value. Out of 2023, Nolan Ryan. I'm glad you did, man. Listen, here's one thing I'll say. I never, ever try to steer you guys wrong. If people give me, I've told people, hey, I can't sell you this personal for as cheap as you can go get it over here. I won't promote it on our page, but they'll be like, hey, do you have any personals of this? And I'm like, look, I do, but my price is because of what I paid. I can't give it to you this, but I did see over at X page, they have them for this. Go over there, get a personal if you really want one. I love the hobby. You guys know that. Do I want you to rip with me? Absolutely. That goes out to the Blue Jays, by the way. That's going to go out to Nate Zimmerman. Yeah, so someone sent it to me. It was actually a Jalen Hurts card with a Trevor Lawrence auto on it. There's so much to get to. I still haven't touched the fact of how my day started. We've been doing these bigger rips lately, and I feel like I've enjoyed it so much more. There's so much to talk about now. So we haven't talked about Brian Gray stepping down as the Leaf CEO. There was this thing with Leaf this week that there was a fake autograph, but then the person who said it was fake came out and said, oh, wait, I did sign that, or I did give permission, or my agent gave permission, but it's not mine. But that same autograph's on all my contracts because I have someone else sign it. Aaron, I will recommend against that full. And I'll tell you why if you want me to know. Really want to know. Aaron, for what you're going to spend on that and what you're going to get, here's what I would say. If I had all those, I would say, I'll tell you what. You pick any box, I'm going to open it up. And we'll see what I get. And if you're happy with it, buy one. If you're not, then don't. And I can repackage it later, you know. But I bet you they won't do that. They packaged them. They made them. Jackson Holiday there. And that's my only thing. Ooh, Hitman. I think that's a case hit, right? Or close to it. For the Brewers, going out to Matt Menser. Is that the new guy? Is that your guy, Aaron? Getting case hits? I think that's a case hit with the Hitman, Paul Molitor. He's an old RBI Nintendo baseball guy. Love that game. When I talk about video games, back to our original conversation. My brother and I, Tecmo Super Bowl, RBI 3. Contra maybe a little bit. Cepeda out of 2023. We got Chipper Jones. Met him before. There's a Jackson Holiday. So my son wakes up this morning. He comes out. Out of 400, Marcelo Mayer. My son wakes up. He's like, Dad, let's go play Fortnite. It's the new season. I said, buddy, you better go down and get the update started now. Oh, this is one of those full names, I think. Or is it always like that? Oh, it says it on the back, but this is a parallel. Bring my cam up a touch. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to lower the brightness a little bit. Thank you. Is that better? Lou Brock out of 249 for the Cards. Jack Leiter. Drew Romo, rated prospect. So he goes down now. They get about 20. They wake up, they get dressed, and by the time they're dressed and stuff and get their teeth brushed, they get about 20, 25 minutes. Thank you, Chris. And today, the update says 45 minutes. Now, the reason they have to be up kind of early is my wife teaches at the same school they go to. She has to be there contractually early. They could play together, Don. We can get them on a team. Yeah. So, I've been riding with them to school and then walking home. It's about 1.5 miles away, 2 miles. But today he's like, what do I do? What do I do? I'm like, it's not going to be ready. So I offer to take him in as long as we get there before school starts. Messina out of 2023. Oh, Slam, I still owe you a Lions card for the Messina card. I have a note on it on my desk. I haven't forgotten. I want to let you know that. I saw that today. I have not forgotten. Termar Johnson out of 366. So my wife goes, that's fine. He just can't be late. Out of 999, Rafael Palmeiro, Lou Brock, Harmon Killebrew. So we wait for the update to finish. He didn't want to play. He wanted to see the intro video. And it is cool. It's like, it's like a movie trailer. Out of 316, Phil Necro. It's going to be all new guns. It's going to show the new characters. Chipper Jones out of 149, locked and loaded. Very cool card. I know, Steven, that Alex was a big Braves fan. I don't know that he ever saw I got to meet Chipper Jones. He's not the coolest guy, I'll be honest. I got to show him that picture sometime. And there is Colson Montgomery, Ben Kudra out of 2023. Oscar Colas, Pete Crow Armstrong. This is going to go out to the White Sox, Colson Montgomery. So we finally get updates and we're like, my son's freaking out. You'd think he was like waiting to open Christmas presents. It was like Christmas Day. He's having a panic. I felt his heart. His heart's beating. We turn the lights off. We get ready. We sit on the couch. Like literally, I'm trying to clean up and like get card stuff done. And I'm like, it's 6 minutes, buddy. I'm going to get some stuff done. And he's counting down 120, 119. I'm like, no, chill. When it gets to 30, you can start. So finally it's like 10, 9. I grab him. I sit him on the couch. We're all excited. We get started. He hits the X and it's like server queue 6 minutes. And I'm like, dude, we got to get to school. He's like, we got to wait. We waited this long. I'm like, all right, this is it. So we wait the 6 minutes. I get some more stuff done. The 6 minute countdown comes after the update and everything. And sure as shit, it goes server error. He wanted to cry. I'm like, it's all right, breathe. I said, you know what? We have 8 minutes. I can get you to school in 2 minutes. Bet. Here we go. We tried it one more time, and it did not work. It was a good lesson for him that we can't always get what we want. Jace Jung for the Tigers at a 25 there. 35. 32 out of 35 going out to Brad. There you go, Brad. Uh-oh, Slam. Well, you have something else to calm you down later, right, Slam? He was a great pitcher, Steven. He was awesome. And my brother caught him, right? Like my brother was the catcher and he was the pitcher. No jokes intended. Even though they were best friends and stayed at each other's houses all the time. Jackson Joby out of 25 for the Tigers back-to-back. Yeah, he was really good. They played on the Dodgers together. I remember. Sal Frelick. Lou Brock there out of 349. Tyler Black out of 2023. So, anyhow, there's an Ellie De La Cruz for the Reds. Wrong night for you, Aaron, but Chris Vodego gets that one. But you hate... Oh, no, you hate Prism. 7 out of 50, Duke Snyder for the Dodgers with the United States... emojis there. Luis Angel Acuna. Mike Messina out of 999. Robin Yount out of 2023. Frank Thomas Blue and an Ivan Rodriguez. So, man, I mean, again, that box felt like it took forever, but look at, this is all numbered stuff here. Good numbered stuff. Just nice stuff, man. I love it. Yeah, I'm telling you, Brad, Donruss baseball is where it is at. I mean, Donruss in general. I feel like I wish football was like this in Donruss. I've always liked it as a set in general. Yep, my dad coached them. An eye roll as you type. Yeah, sorry. We can't always... Yeah, like I told my son this morning, you can't always get what you want, right? I got to speed it up a little bit. So, I did let my son watch... Oh, we got another stack here. I'm sorry. I'm not done. Harry Ford. I apologize. We are not done. Carlton Fisk. Edgar Martinez. That's going to be out of 110. Going to go out to the M's. Espino. Mickey Mantle there. Nolan Ryan. That's going to be out of 349. Gary Carter out of 2023. Tim Raines blue. And that is it. All right, now we're done with it. So, yeah, Donruss Hobby is where it's at. I haven't opened any of the blasters. I can't say that they're bad. I really can't. But, so when I get home, my son, I'm not home. I'm out running errands. I won't even get into my day. It's not worth it. But it picked right back up when he got home. And long story short, I've never seen that kid. I swear to you, I've never seen that kid freak out so much. It's so cool when you can bond with your kid like that. Like, it really is awesome. I got to check my draft here real quick. All right, 1 second here. Let me check in with my homies here. I do wish it wasn't just me talking. The other morning, Rob Palacia messaged me in the morning asking about that whole Leaf fake autograph thing, and I said, I answered him while I was cooking breakfast, and I was doing a wild card checklist, matching all the checklists up with, dude, this is the kind of stuff I do that I care about. Like, I just won't throw stuff up. So I was about to buy some more wild card, but I'm like, you know what I need to do? I need to see how many NFL teams are accounted for. That way, if we put it in a random, I can say, hey, we got to combine these teams, or I can only do this as a player break. So anyhow, he messages me, and I'm cooking breakfast, so I get up to check on that. You know, we're talking about Leaf, and he goes, what are you cooking over there? I said, oh, little eggs and hash. And I said, I'll tell you what, man, I wish you guys could just come over for breakfast. That's the beautiful thing about technology, is that we get to do this. The problem with it is that I feel like it's lopsided. Like, I feel like you have to listen to my obnoxious voice, and I'm the only one that actually gets to talk. I try my best to fill the silence. I don't know if that's good or bad. I know Nick Nuss, his wife hates me. He has to watch us on mute. Don't worry. He does a fair share of complaining. O'Neal Cruz. Oh, I do have 3 boxes only of Topps Chrome Sonic coming. I only have 3 boxes, but Bobby Dalbec, Drew Ellis, rookie there. Joey Gallo. Zach Short, Alec Boehm, Carlos Santana. There's a Jake Myers. Votto, cool. Here's our 1 per box. Jackson Reitz. Another one for the Brewers. This out of 75. And again, new guy coming in hot. I'm coming in hot. Tyler, I'll tell you this, man. So my brother and I are trying to go to every NFL stadium. But if I got to pick one, ML, I was there before, but only in a very cool, neat opportunity to one of the restaurants. But dude, their Citi Field's menu, is it Citi Field, right? Their menu, their food, their drinks, that place is awesome, man. That stadium is great. I know you're not that's who you have, but if you ever get to any Mets fans in here or people that have been to Met Stadium, I've been there for years, but dude, I was reading about it, seeing pictures. Or how about this? Did you guys see the Atlanta Falcons menu? All the food you can get for $20. You can't get a beer for under 18 in Buffalo. A slice of pizza, $13, $14. Like, it's absurd. Joe Ryan, Jordan Alvarez, Manny Machado. You got Tristan McKenzie. Acuna there. Acuna with the refractor. Austin Meadows, Carson Kelly. CJ Abrams with the chrome insert. Come on, give us something more than just a... there we go. J-Rod, Youthquake refractor. Something cool there for the M's going out to Floyd. Floyd! Reading Phil Stadium. I was going to say, you know, Philly Stadium's only cool when it's Dollar Dog Night. And they ruined that by throwing hot dogs at the players. Like, Citizens Bank is a cool stadium. It's very cool looking. But I'll tell you what, Aaron, you got to go out to PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Have you ever been out there? It's very cool. Going off the Clemente Bridge, you walk over to the stadium. You can't even drive in. You walk into it. Just such a cool experience. Hey guys, don't mean to rush. Forgive me if I'm like hyper focused right now, or if I feel like I'm rushing. Have that big dynasty draft coming up in about 15 minutes, so I got to be live for that. So I apologize. I just wanted to get this in. The football break's gonna wait, but I wanted to make sure I got this in since this filled earlier. And again, going back to my story, I didn't get to finish. It's just been that. It has just been that day. Couldn't do it without Chris. And again, guys, if you get a chance, if you haven't done it yet, we have that giveaway opportunity. It's $5 a spot. Even if you just grab one, if you haven't yet. If you can't, that's cool. Yeah, man, Aaron, I'll tell you what. It is amazing. And if you stay at the hotel across the street from the Clemente Bridge, you can actually like see the whole stadium lit up at night. It's so amazing. Gavin Sheets, Hoy Park. What do we got here? Out of 50. Oh, I was hoping it was an auto. Ryan Sandberg for the Cubs going out to Dougie. He's another RBI baseball. Sandberg on the All-Star team. Him and Hitman. What's that say, Tyler? I can't quite understand what you're saying. Are they drunk as shit tonight? Viola, Ramuto. All right, there we go on that. Oh, true. Yep. You're right. They're probably out having a good old time. Well, is something going on with Hitman and his girl? Where's UPMC? What's that one? Because it's PNC in Pittsburgh, right? What's UPMC? Is that out in Seattle? Well, he's been posting cryptic messages like you should, like I wish you would listen, like weird stuff. Johnny Damon for the Royals, not the Red Sox, right? He was a Red Sox dude. Out of 100. He does, man. Well, we dealt with that, Tyler. I'm sure you heard when he came to the game in Pittsburgh with us, the Pittsburgh-Seattle game. And he wasn't even there. He wasn't even fighting with Seahawks fans. It was with other Pittsburgh fans. Jordan Alvarez out of 299 going out to the Stros. I mean, we all get in our feelings, but you're right. He feels it. That's not who sponsors like PNC Park, though, right? That's UPMC. Very different. Guerrero. Out of 100, Ordonez for the Tigres. Well, Aaron, if you ever want to go to, if anyone ever wants to go to a Phillies or a, oh, there it is, Diplin, another one. But I will tell you, we got him last night, and we got an extra auto, so maybe we have an extra one. This is 135 out of 150 for the O's. Birthday boy. Happy birthday, Scotty. You got yourself a hit there. Got yourself a hit. And Montero and Jimenez. I do like the Pittsburgh area. I mean, I liked it more when I was younger because that stretch of bars in town is crazy. It was like 60 bars in a row. Just it's a good place to go and have fun. Now, as a family, probably not as much to do. So I have my 3 NFL games locked this year. Going to see Bills play in Philly, Bills play in Washington, D.C., and Bills play in Cincinnati. I don't think I'm going to a home Bills game. I say that now. But we'll see. So anyone going to any of those games? Cincinnati, Washington, or the Eagles? Mullins out of 25 for the O's. Back-to-back for the O's. Birthday boy getting after it. Oh, I've heard about that, Aaron. Was it cool? Good experience? Mookie Betts. Derek Lee. Oh, there's a Drew Ellis. What do we got here? Seth Beer out of $2.99 for the D-backs going out to Grant. There you go, Grant. Yeah, downtown. You know, it's not like Philly downtown, but it's wild. Like, people get excited down there. They get on that juice. No extra auto tonight, unfortunately. But we have 2 more autos to go, guys. So, and 2 $5 hitless credits and a full recap. Hopefully, if we're going to pull a, who was it? Seth Rollins? Was that who it was? Again, guys, apologize. I'm a little frantic and hurried tonight. Hate doing that for baseball breaks because we don't do them as often. And I actually enjoy these mixers. But, man, can't be late for the Dynasty Draft. It's going to be for the Cardinals. Dougie, 41 out of 43. Mark Mulder from the 2007 Top Set. For the Cards, Mark Mulder. So, Aaron, I'll be honest with you, I don't mess with that stuff. I don't like it. I don't mess with it. I don't like Ouija boards. I don't like mess with the dark arts. And I don't want to necessarily say I believe in them, but I don't not believe in them enough to mess with them. Like, my mom would never let me fool around with that nonsense, and I thank her for it. I just, I don't need that in my life. It is going to be a Jimmy Rollins. That is a former Philly player too, isn't it? Going to the Dodgers. Steven Kibler, whose son played on the Dodgers with my brother. That is a Jimmy Rollins from 2015 Allen and Ginter on-card auto. There you go, Kibler. I think he's a former Phils player too, Jimmy Rollins, right? Was he on their World Series team? No, he was before that if he played for him. Am I thinking of the right guy? He was, right? Was he on their World Series team, though? I feel like he was. All right. A ton of sleeved up stuff here I'm going to have to get to, but we'll get to that later. We're going to do the recap stuff. Seth Beer out of $2.99. Cedric Mullins out of $25. Nice short print there. Ordonez out of $100. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm a big advocate for Donruss, but I think I might like Topps Chrome Platinum just as much. Alvarez to $2.99. Damon to $100. Ryan Sandberg out of $50. Acuna Prism or Refractor. J-Rod Refractor or Youthquake out of $110. Martinez. De La Cruz rated prospect. Out of 50, Duke Snyder. Joby out of 25. Tamar Johnson out of 366. Yeah, 366. Chipper Jones to 149. Out of 249, Lou Brock. Mayer out of 400. Churio there, not numbered. Robert Hassel to 2023. We got purples of Cateau, Baz, Perez. There's a J-Rod base. So, Aaron, I've never been a massive baseball fan. I've followed occasionally. Problem is, I was a Phillies fan, but we couldn't watch the games because you had to have Comcast. And then when I worked in Jersey for 2 summers, the year they won the World Series was one of them, I got really back into them. And then I came home to PA and I couldn't watch them. Even if you have the baseball package, you couldn't watch them. Ramos, Pepio, Royce Lewis, and Kryzan with the purples. Bobby Witt base, Spencer Torkelson purple. And then Otani Generation, Brian Hayes X Factor, Cabrera, Volpe, Corbin Carroll, and Kyle Stowers X Factor. Yeah, man. Like I said, I have to watch something. I do enjoy listening to baseball games, but it was even hard to get into those. Like Marcus Diplin out of 150 going out to the O's. Thank you guys for hanging out, listening to my nonsense. That goes to the birthday boy, Ripley. Jace Jung for the Tigers going out to Brad Holste. We got the Colson Montgomery for the White Sox going out to Johnny. Johnny, good to see you, man. I'm sorry I didn't get to talk to you more. I hope you're still in here, man. Good to see you. Yoletta for the Blue Jays going out to Matt, the new guy getting on the board. And then the Rangers, Luis Angel Acuna going out to Michael Barrett. He's our baseball guy, but he got into a football break. You guys can do it too, out of 99. No, even if it was on ESPN or NBC, they would black it out in our area. Like you couldn't. Even if it was on ESPN, it was blacked out. Andrus for the A's going out to Aaron King. It was nuts, dude. Like a feature Sunday night game, blacked out. Rollins for the Dodgers going out to Steven Kibler, or Kib Sr., if you will. And then a Mulder going out to the Cardinals. That's going to be Dougie Berger. Tyler, no Mets that I saw, unfortunately. We did get 2 big Brewers hits for new guy, Menser, even though he hit a hit. But he got the Hitman case hit and the Reitz out of 75 rookie. Sorry, I know, Tyler, you're playing Super Dad, Daddy Daycare, all that good stuff. Are you in the football tonight? Are you at least coming with us for the football break? Uh-oh. All right. Well, hopefully we can bring you some good luck tonight. And maybe some $2 $5 hitless credits so you can get into something later. Here we go. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be the Blue Jays and the M's. Nate Zimmerman and Floyd. When you got a little something, you got a $5 hitless credit. All right, guys. I hate to do this and run. You know that. But I got to go do this. I appreciate you guys hanging out, listening to my nonsense. I'll see you guys tonight. Be ready. We're taking shots.